So I had a thought this week. I was heading in to pick up our groceries for the week, and I was just thinking about all the RVs they're staying in storage a little bit longer this year. And what are some of those things that we should consider so that we can help protect it and save some money? How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Welcome to another All About RVs. Today, I wanted to give you a few tips that might be able to save you some money or save you some headaches down the road with your RV while we find ourselves in this time. While we're sheltering at home compared to a lot of times at this time of year, a lot of people are getting their RVs out, getting them de-winterized and heading out to go RVing or go camping. So I want to give you a few items you can check off the list since these aren't things that we typically think about this time of year. So number one, are your batteries healthy? So for starters, no matter what battery type you have, where is it at in the state of discharge? So some batteries, different types like lithium doesn't discharge when it's in storage as fast as say a lead acid. But there's different charts you can look at. If your battery has been resting for a while and you don't have a battery monitor, you can find out at what state of charge it is at. So you can find that percentage to be able to figure out if your battery needs to be charged up. So for starters, it doesn't matter what battery type you have, you want to charge your battery up. So if it's lithium, it's not going to self-discharge near as fast as a lead acid, but you want to find out where it's at in the state of discharge and charge it up. So you could either check your battery monitor on your lithium battery, or you can check the voltage for your lead acid or your AGM and figure out where it's at and see if there's been if it's been drawn down too far or self-discharged too far, it might have caused some damage. Now, the other thing, if it's not a sealed battery like an AGM, and you have to add water to your lead acid battery, you also want to make sure that those plates are going to be covered in there and you haven't lost fluid in there to the point that those plates are going to be exposed. Unfortunately, if your plates are exposed in the battery, then that means that there's probably going to be some damage to it and you're not going to get near the capacity out of it that you would hope to. But if you need to add some water to be able to cover those plates, add the distilled water just to cover those plates, and then you want to charge it up. You don't want to overfill this battery. If you fill that water all the way up and then you charge it, there's going to be some expansion that the battery's going to leak, you're going to lose the electrolytes, and it's going to hurt the battery even more. So get those plates covered and then hook it up to the charger. So really the best way to charge up the battery though is just to plug in the RV. So if you have the multi-stage converter, it's going to charge those up efficiently. So that's the best plan. Get it charged up and then you could check the water level in it again if you needed to, bring it up to a proper level for a healthy battery. This is really the big contributing factor to why so many people have to buy new batteries for their RV every year to 2 years, is if they let that water level get too low and the plates are exposed, or if the state of charge has been left too low for too long, it does damage to the battery. So maintaining the battery during this time can keep you from having to buy new batteries sooner than you really have to. Now, the second thing that's good to do this time of year, usually when we're getting our RVs out, is to check the seals. We want to check the seals on the roof. We want to check the seals around the doors and the window. Look for any places that the water wants to penetrate the RV and cause damage, and is it ultimately going to cost you time and money. So if we can get ahead of those things and pay attention to it during this time, it's going to save us that time and the money to take care of it now. So my recommendation here is not to use just your typical roofing tar or silicone on the side of the RV. Those things usually don't hold up that well in an RVing situation. So use caulks from the RV store that are going to be approved for the type of surfaces that you're putting them on. So this is actually a topic that I want to dive into deeper later because I'm trying to test as many of these types of caulks and sealants as I can to see how well they hold up in the outdoors in RV situations because it's not fun to do this all the time and having it dried out and cracked and not flexible enough. I'm trying to find the best sealants to recommend. So there's going to be more coming on this later, but I'm looking at products like the Duralink 50 from Chemlink, and it has a TPO primer, and there's a lot of neat things out there that aren't just your typical run-of-the-mill at Home Depot and Lowe's kind of products. So I want to find what the best recommendation for everybody to use out there, but I would stay away from the silicones and the roofing tar and things that I've seen on RVs that really have no business being on there. So more coming on that later so that we can put something on our RV that we can trust and have be dependable. But for now, to be able to get those covered up so that you don't have any water damage, it's better to be proactive on that and stop the water from coming in. So moving on, the third thing we can do for our RV is to be able to check for any kind of critters that have been trying to make a home in our RV, maybe in the off season. So that's everything from bugs to rodents. They can really cause a lot of damage, and if we can get in there and get them out before any more damage is done, let's be proactive on that. So we don't want the damage done to the RV that's even harder and more work to take care of. RVs are really just like anything else. You have to continue to maintain them and to take care of them so that you can still enjoy the RV for what it is. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Think about a few of those things that maybe we're not thinking about this time of year just because everything that's different and we're trying to stay home and stay healthy. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos about RVing, hit that subscribe button. And if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you in the next video.